What up, YouTube? It's your boy MUSICLEE, and I'm back on Ren. There's not much I can say, man. I just keep getting requests, and why am I not gonna do them when this dude is the GOAT and he's done nothing but bless my channel with amazing subscribers. And so yeah, man, this is Ren Power. Shout out to Spunky1, Yoda, and I think there was a couple more people that asked for this, man. So big shout out to yous. Apologise if I didn't put your name in that, but there's so many of you. But obviously there's still time, loads more Ren to get through. But yeah, you know what time it is. As Lee Sands on the LGR. Let's get it. Is this going to be a hard working one or a chilled out one? You never know with this dude, man. Please go check out my Ren playlist if you need a song, or just put in MUSICLEE and then the Ren song on YouTube, and I'll come up if I've done it.
Get it? Power.
Oh, he's so fucking good. Someone told me that he'd done his own beats on probably all of them, I'm guessing, but the one I was talking about was Diazepam. He was spot on with that. Just the comparison to his vocals, to what he was talking about. Oh.
These kids don't play my shit, I never had a top 10. Maybe it's cause I sing about violence and depression. They say don't blame these kids, just focus on yourself, friend.
Oh, I'm telling you, man, when I was on this show, I used to say if you're having trouble and you're depressed and you're struggling, watch one of my reactions to Harry Mack. Man, watch one of my reactions to Harry Mack, please do. Or Ren. You can't not feel nothing but joy and happiness, man, when this dude's on. Well, I do anyway, and I've been in places where I've struggled and that, and I know the feeling that it gives me.
And depression. They say don't blame these kids, just focus on yourself, friend. Well, if they don't like what I'm doing now, then fuck them. Don't trip high up the ante, learning licks like John Pashanti, smoking spliffs and popping candy.
Oh man.
Trip high up the ante, learning licks like John Pashanti, smoking spliffs and popping candy, idolizing Sid and Nancy. Woo! Rock and roll in my soul, bumping, knocking cold on the dole, fish and chips and games consoles, council house and violent flow.
Oh, fish and chips.
Popping candy, idolizing Sid and Nancy. Woo! Rock and roll in my soul, bumping, knocking cold on the dole, fish and chips and games consoles.
On the dole, fish and chips. What was he say? Fish and chips and play the console. Sick, man. This dude's unreal, man.
Rock and roll in my soul, bumping, knocking cold on the dole, fish and chips and games consoles, council house and violent flow. But life weren't sweet at home. Mum and dad took a trip and they split shalom. What will be, will be.
Oh, see the way he does that. Like Home Sweet Home. He sort of like flipped it to wasn't sweet at home. Like home's. He's so clever, man. He just changed it, but you can still relate straight away to it.
Bumping, knocking cold on the dole, fish and chips and games consoles, council house and violent flow. But life weren't sweet at home. Mum and dad took a trip and they split shalom. What will be, but me, I hate to see my mum alone. Late night crying, get so high to try to silence sounds of fighting. Through the walls I heard love dying, so I focused on my.
Come on, man. A lot of people's parents split up, man. It's just seems to be more normal than the years ago. It was, most of them stayed together, but a lot of people stayed together for the wrong reasons, I suppose, and that. But it's a lot more common now.
See my mum alone, late night crying, get so high to try to silence sounds of fighting. Through the walls I heard love dying, so I focused on my. That's what it was. I focused on my.
Yeah.
let's go back. These kids don't play my shit, I never had a gold plaque. My style is old school, but I swear this ain't a throwback. I put my visions into rhythms on a dope track.
Oh man, I don't know, man, how many times I have to say this. I was talking to someone in the comments. I can't think who it was, man. I can't remember her name now. Christy, I think it was Christy. Shout out you, Christy. And we was talking about, like, I'm not knocking the other stuff that gets on the radios, but I am. It's shit. It's all shit. I don't give a fuck, man. Like imagine this dude on the radio. I don't listen to no radio unless it's Magic or Heart. The only two I really listen to, it's terrible, the rest of it, man. It's terrible. Most of it's not even music anymore. It's like game shows, fucking win this, win that, and they want to talk. Like, it's just, yeah, man. Why ain't this dude on the radio? Because he doesn't put out that image that young youth, not saying all youth, but a lot of generation want. They want to hear about fast cars, and they want to see the image of, you know, being a gangster. That's cool to them. I was speaking to Christy about it, and it's true, man. You don't have to be talented. You have to have an image. That's more important these days, man. It's bad to see.
A throwback. I put my visions into rhythms on a dope track. To understand the place I'm coming from, let's go back. When I was 16, I was a sick teen. I was a victim of my head. I was just 16, up in the kitchen, racking up lines till my nose bled.
Oh shit, man. I ain't getting into that.
To understand the place I'm coming from, let's go back. When I was 16, I was a sick teen. I was a victim of my head. I was just sick.
Fuck, man. I think when I was younger, I used to smoke weed, man, and it fucked me up. And you don't realise, but I know it's a nice thing to do to chill now, but it fucks you up sometimes, man. And that's what you're saying, gets in your head and fighting with his head and that. I understand that.
From let's go back. When I was 16, I was a sick teen. I was a victim of my head.
Yeah.
I was just 16, up in the kitchen, racking up lines till my nose bled. 16, in an affliction, in an addiction with my dread. I was just 16, I was quite sick then. I was a prick then, I was a pleb, but fuck.
A pleb? I ain't heard that in ages, man. You pleb? I ain't heard that in ages, man. The word pleb. I think there was a program called Plague. It was like set in the olden days, man. But it was like new, obviously now, but set in the old days, like Romans or something like that. It's called Plebs as well. I ain't heard that in a while. That's sick, man.
Bread. I was just 16. I was quite sick then. I was a prick then. I was a pleb, but fuck it. We're all misguided individuals. Life can suck it. My cup ain't half full, man. I'm filling up the whole bucket. I drink my tears so I can drown my sorrow. Sing like I might die tomorrow. Live note for note, I go for broke on every single song I wrote. And every single song I write brings freedom to my weary mind. A healing that you'll only find inside an intricate design.
Man, this dude's got so many flows and voice, the tone of his voice, he's fucking ridiculous, man. Like, he sounds so fucking good in every single way, man. Like, this should be you know what I mean? This dude should be at the top of the fucking charts, man. What's happened to music, man? Like everyone I speak to, this is weird because everyone I speak to feels the same way I do. And I think, so why is they at the top? So why ain't he at the top? But it's just a lot more in the world to me and two of them. You know what I mean? Like 3,000 people. You know what I'm saying?
Freedom to my weary mind, a healing that you'll only find inside an intricate design of kicks and snares and fat bass lines. I flip the script until I find my. It is what it is. I focus on my. Now run the track, run the track.
Eyes is fire. Everything this dude does is fire, man. How can someone this great been out for so long and I didn't even know about him? That's what makes me wonder, like. Like, if he was rapping, if he rapped, or just like rap 10 lines in the whole song. Rented a Range Rover or a Ferrari, was leaning over it with loads of chains on, and like, you know what I'm saying, man. It sells. Like, it's terrible, man.
Get it?
Oh, man. I can tell he's a bit of a he's a bit of a raver, or some that, like, not what I want to say what he is and he isn't, but he just has that rave vibe, you know, like festivals, like house party vibes. Like, that's what it's about. I ain't knocking it. I'm fucking jealous. It's like when we was younger, my friend used to have like a red room, but it was converted into like decks and that. We used to be in there fucking, you know, MCing on the decks, getting high and fucking, like, it just reminds me, the music he sort of does just reminds me of that feeling, like, not like drugs, but that environment and that rustic, you know what I mean? It does, man.
Get it? Power. Get it?
Oh, no way, man. No way that finished. There, that's fire once again, man. What can I say? Ren, if you're watching, man, please speak to YouTube, man. Tell them to stop copyrighting your stuff, man. I'm sick of it now. Like I keep saying to everyone, you might own it, but I'm still getting copyrights. YouTube are still trying it. They still try it. I get it. I'll win the appeal, but it takes weeks, sometimes days. Not weeks, but sometimes it takes 3 or 4 days, man. And people keep saying, "Oh, why can't you do this one?" And I have done it, but I just can't. I ain't putting it up until I win the appeal. So, yeah, man. Ren, if you're watching, go and sort them out, please. Sweet, brother. Please subscribe.